Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick status update of what I was able to accomplish tonight. I was able to take a look at the careers page for the the corporate website, and let me show you what I have here. So what I did was, this is still technically, well, this is still an iframe. What I was able to do was I was able to drop the borders here, and I set the height to a hard-coded value so that when the page loads and comes in, it has no scroll bars. It's automatically the exact height of the page. Um, the reason I had to do that was because, as far as I'm concerned, that's the only way we can really embed content from another site into your site without actually redirecting or providing a link to the other site. If Hierology has a better way of doing it, or if they have a recommended way of doing it, I'm kind of all ears. I think that this is probably the best way, but they may have a better directions or a better way of doing it. But with just giving a link, the iframe is probably the best way to go. So this is how it looks. Um, it doesn't look like an iframe. Now, one of the issues is when you click recent positions, it will look like an iframe, and I'll show you that right now. So I just clicked recent positions. Okay, you'll see that this kind of brings the other border in, and the reason for that is because it's a mismatch in heights. So this page is a little bit longer than the other page. So if I go back, you'll see it won't look like an iframe. It'll just look like a page, and that's because I'm hard coding the actual height for this iframe in here. And there's no way, because of the way iframes work, there's no way of actually being able to read the height of the page before it loads in, because that's like a security issue. You can't run JavaScript on another person's page. That's the way iframes work. There's no way of doing it. I've searched, I've dealt with this stuff before, and there's no way of actually being able to dynamically set the height and take the scroll bar away permanently. So every time you redirect the iframe, it will kind of bring that scroll bar back into play, unfortunately. So if Hierology has a better way of doing it, I would love to hear, or the way that they recommend doing it. The other thing is, I was able to talk to Phil about the SSRS, SQL Server Reporting Services, a little bit about that project. I have to do a little bit of research on SSRS myself. Also, the media, Wikimedia. He said you had 2 sites set up, and I got to look into a little bit and see if they actually have an API. It's a PHP project. It looks like it sounds like you guys have 2 Wikimedia set up, but once I learn how SSRS works a little bit more in depth, and kind of see how I can interface that into the MediaWiki sites, I should be able to help you guys out pretty well. So I'm going to do a little bit of research on that. If you guys have any other tasks for me in the meantime, I'd love to hear it. I'm going to also take a look at some of your other projects. I've only really worked in the MWH2 project, so I want to take a look at some of the other projects you guys have, do some research on that. I'll probably do that tomorrow, or if I don't have time tomorrow, it's definitely this weekend. So definitely, Ryan, definitely let me know if you have any other things you want me to look at. Also, if these changes are okay, if we're okay with what this looks like now, Brian, I would need a way of actually uploading the site, or if you just want me to send the files back to you zipped up, we can do that, or however you guys want to re-upload the site, just let me know. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow in the group chat, hopefully, and yeah, so